It's good to see you guys again. Today's video I'm gonna go over 5 items that I've been buying a lot lately. I know in my last video I was talking about 10 things that I wasn't buying anymore, which I was trying to minimize my expensive, also budgeting and just spending less overall. The main goal that I'm focusing with these 5 items are either it's gonna save me some money for in the future, or either it's gonna make me more money in the future. So it's a type of investment that I'm spending now. Hopefully I will either make money or I will save money. And the third one is for my health. I think anything that has to do with my health, investing in my health is something that I'm almost going to put money into it. Welcome to Simple Chew. I'm your host Hank, and I've been an accountant for 10 years. I also run a resale business on the side for the past 5 years. And if you've been following me for a while, it will help me a lot if you guys like the video. And if you're new, welcome, and I suggest us to subscribe as I continue to deliver videos every Mondays and Fridays. And I talk a lot about investment education, resale education, and also accounting practices. First item that I started buying a lot is good quality clothes. In the past, I was buying a lot of my clothes in cheap departments where I knew I was going to wear them for a couple of times and then I was going to throw them away. And then when I realized and I did the numbers, I realized that I was spending more money on buying cheap clothes every season or every time I needed something new, because they don't last as much when you start washing them or you dry cleaning them. For the past 2 years, I've been buying really good quality clothing. You have to spend a little bit more money than you go into the cheap departments, but overall, I seen the results of how much I've been washing my clothes or dry cleaning it and how much I can wear it. The second item I've been buying a lot is home gym equipment. I think that after this epidemic, I was really let down that all the gyms were closed down, and I understand why they did close down, but it was something that I never thought in the past, where I thought that the gyms were gonna close ever. So I never put any thought or money on any gym equipment, and it's something that bit me in the butt. Then I couldn't work out for the past 3 months, and I lost a lot of my gains. I actually gained weight because the gyms were closing. I understand, and I also understand that you could have done other things. That the gym is not the only way of losing weight or maintaining your gains. My program was about having gym equipment and lifting heavy weights because I'm a power lifter and that's what I need. I need to be able to squat, deadlift, and do benching. And it's really hard to do it at home with rubber bands and just bands around overall. I was having a hard time committing to a program that only involved doing little light things. At the end of the day, I think it's a mindset thing where I was could be able to do it at home. I could be able to find a program or build a program that was going to help me as a power lifter. But at the end of the day, it was something that I totally didn't plan. It's something that it came unexpectedly with this whole epidemic thing. So I had to think of other ways, and I have a little money, and then I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna invest in a home gym where I'm gonna buy squat racks and bars and the weights and all that. And because of the pandemic, everybody was thinking the same thing, and the supply of any weight equipment was really high, so the prices were just crazy. But at the end of the day, it's a luxury to have a home gym where you have a bar or a squat rack or free weights. So I had to put the cash for it, and I didn't pay a lot. I just was patient with the equipment. But at the end of the day, it's something that I'm just gonna use every day. Now that I realize that I have the equipment, I'm gonna save a lot of time, because once I was going to the gym, I know that I wasn't able to do all the exercises that I needed to do in my program, where because people were using the equipment, people were taking long. We all know people who hog the squat rack or hog a bench, and they take forever. And if you're like me, I don't have a lot of time to be waiting for people to finish with the equipment. And now that I have a home gym, I know that that's not going to be a problem. I can just jump in there any time I want. I can have a routine that I can follow, and the intensity of my workouts can be better. And it just feels much, much better than now that I have a home gym. I know it's going to be beneficial with my time, meaning I'm going to make more money because I can focus more on my business. I can focus more on my career. I can focus on more on my family. So I think at the end of the day, it's a good investment. That what I'm doing, I know it's not for everybody. Not everybody has the space to do what I'm doing, but it's something that I was I have the luxury to do it, and I'm happy to do it. Also, I'm gonna save a bunch of money on the gym. It's something that I was going to a really expensive kind of gym, so the memberships is gonna definitely disappear. So that's something that I'm gonna be saving money in the future. And the equipment is gonna, they don't really depreciate that much because people are always looking for squat racks and all that stuff. So the third item has been vitamins. I've been putting some money on vitamins, good quality vitamins. I want to know where they're made, what are the ingredients. I think before I was buying vitamins from Amazon, and I was trying to buy the cheapest vitamins in the drugstores or whatever. And I realized that they weren't doing that as much for me. So when I started researching more about vitamins and researching companies and finding out how they're producing and making their vitamins, I started spending a little bit more money on them. And I could see the difference where you spend a little more money on good quality vitamins and supplements. I feel much better, and it's been a good investment so far. I think health-wise, I think it's gonna pay off as I continue to go. And the fourth item that is connected with the third item with the vitamins, I started buying better quality or good quality food, meaning that I was buying more grass-fed beef or cage-free eggs or cage-free chicken. I just felt like the stress of the animal was less once you were consuming them. You didn't feel like the anxiety of the animal, because I don't know, it was just, maybe it's just like pseudoscience or just a feeling, but I just felt better knowing that the animal was treated better than a farm, like a production farm where they just kill animals and the mass, like a mass production kind of thing. I don't even know how you say that, but it just felt better buying those better quality beef, or I was also buying fish that was wild caught and not farm caught. It's just the little things like that I felt different. Also, I was spending money on like more exotic meats that I wasn't used to as a Hispanic man. I wasn't used to eating like bison or elk or deer meat. It's something that I'm spending a little more money on that, trying to research more about it, and just learning about the nutrition, how to cook and stuff, and just putting more effort, spending a little bit more money on those type of meats and foods and produce that I know is going to be beneficial for me in the long run. And so far, ever since I've been doing it, I feel amazing. And the fifth item that I've been spending a lot is work gear, or anything that has to do with my job or has to do with my resale business. I think that equipment could be really tricky for people, because if you're gonna make YouTube videos, you don't really need like an expensive camera. You don't need a bunch of lights. You don't even need a studio. You just need your phone or whatever. But if you want to upgrade your all the stuff, you're able, because maybe if you buy an expensive camera, you might feel like, okay, now I'm really committed to making YouTube videos, or you have a dedicated studio where everything's set up. It will make it easier for you to make more videos. So that's the things that I try to do, everything that I do with my career or my business, where I try to automate everything. So if I see an equipment that's gonna help me automate the mail packaging, or automate any ads, or if I can buy a camera that helps me, it's much easier for me to stop and record, or anything like that, I'm gonna be looking at it. I'm gonna spend the money, and I'm gonna be searching to see if it's gonna help my business in the long run. I think investing in yourself and any equipment that you might need, that's gonna help you improve, and it's gonna help you get better results, or it's gonna make your process quicker, and not like something that is, oh, this sucks to do that. But you see like an equipment that's gonna help you. It's always worth looking into and eventually buying if it's really gonna help you. And I buy a lot of equipment that sometimes I don't need, and I either resell it or I return it if it's not for me. So it never hurts to try new things, learn new things, that how you can improve your business, how can you improve your career, and just everything. It's better to make everything easier and keep you more motivated to work on other things that you don't know once you figured out what you know. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully after watching this video, you understand that it's not about just saving money, but it's also about spending your money on the right things that is gonna either help you save money in the future, or hopefully make you more money, or help your health and be healthy for the future too. So it's a combination of things that you have to put it all together in your budget, where you need to be a little smart where your money's going to be at, or how your money's going to make you more money. It's all a combination, it's all a balance. And once you find your recipe, your formula, you're going to be good, and you're going to hopefully reach the goal, your financial goal that you're trying to reach. And always remember, guys, to keep it simple.